Because I'm Emily Catherine Cosia. I'm actually gonna kill myself. I'm so angry. Okay. Something that annoys me so much is every time that I try to fill out legitimate information, it's like, hey, we want your social security number. And I'm like, okay. You know? And I give them my nice social security number. And then they're like, this doesn't match our records. I'm like, what? And it's because in California, your middle name is also very important, apparently. Even though, like, who even uses a middle name? But whatever. Okay. This chair does not leave me alone in terms of moving. How? Well, so now they're saying that, sorry guys, I'm trying to like fucking pay my taxes. And they're like, oh, registration was successful. It is RBF mode. Hey guys, so we... Do I have an IRS account? I'm just not positive that I do. Yeah, taxes are not very fun to do. Let me go get some water. No, I've filed my taxes. I want to be 100% clear on that. I've filed my taxes. I'm just trying to like double check that everything is right and good and dandy. Does that make sense? Hello. I love seeing all the first time chats. Ooh, that's fun. Those are some fun emojis. I kind of want some of those. Please correct the errors. Okay. Well, then I guess I do have an ID. I love when they're like, forgot password. If I'm trying it more than one time, yeah. Yeah, I did. Okay, after I figure this out, we can start getting dressed, and that'll be nice. That'll be nice. Why should the taxman take so much, though? Yeah, well, I do like infrastructure projects, but... Oh, I just got a code. A code sent straight to my device. Jesus. Pronunciate, Emily. Okay. Am I in architecture? No. That's my roommate. Okay, this is kind of freaky, but whatever. Yay, getting my biometric information, slay. Sorry, you guys. I know that I'm being, like, very, not a good streamer right now. Let me just finish up this, and then we can do some fun, like, outfits. Yeah, I like chat being down astronomically. I'm a big fan of that. Okay, hold on. Yas. Am I out in the market? No. I'm not, like, incredibly interested in investing right now, just because, like, there's no... I don't have the information necessary, nor the expertise necessary to, like, make money off of that. And so right now I'm trying my best to, like, learn how to do it, because that could be cool. But I don't trade myself, just because that's, like, I'd be throwing away my money. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, you know? Am I an engineer? No. Okay, oh my god, this is taking forever. Okay, grant permission to use your webcam. I'm ready to take a video selfie. I'm taking a video selfie. Oh my gosh, thank you for your subscription, dude. What the fuck? Hey, yo, what the actual fuck? Have you guys ever made accounts with ID Me? This is insane. Weird. Okay. Return to the other open browser tab to continue. Oh. It's been done. My identity is being checked for authenticity. Okay, wait. I need to get a brush because my hair looks crazy, and we need to check the weather and pick an outfit because I really probably should shower. But I'm not built like that, bro. I don't want to do that. So... let's just pretend that wasn't, like, really gross. Uh, Wait, I'm really confused. Oh my god, why is this so hard? Why do they make doing your taxes so difficult? There's like literally no need for that. I feel ravaged. No, I feel wronged. That's what I feel. Like, I don't want to fucking do this shit. I can't just not do them. I just don't... I'm not... like, I don't understand. I should have... This is on me, but... I'm getting nervous. Sorry guys, I'm entering my routing number. Oh my god. Why is this so much? I'm ill. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, I did one of them. For California, I'm gonna have to call and figure out what's going on. But, ugh. Okay. Let's get a move on the day. Let's see. What's the weather like? I'm not checking Malibu. Okay. So it's gonna be nice and sunny. So let me go I'm gonna get a base outfit and then we'll go from there. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm kind of liking this as a starting point for the outfit. The one thing is that I don't like that, like, this material feels kind of loungy. Like, this is a ribbed material. Whereas this is, like, not. But I really do like these pants. I kind of think that maybe, so I also have this top here. Okay, and so this top is like, yeah, I'm back home. So this top is like, could be really cute. So I was like, maybe instead we kind of go for this. Do I use cigarettes? No. I like my lung capacity to be good and healthy, and cigarettes don't do very good things for that. Oh, wait, you guys, I know what I'm gonna wear. I'm so smart. Hold on. Okay. So, hold on. Now, if this idea doesn't work out, that's okay, because, you know, we can always go with a different shirt. But I was thinking, so I have this white turtleneck that I literally never wear. Like, I straight never wear it. Okay? So I was thinking that I saw this Zara top that I really liked. How to get abs? Just do dance for like 8 years of your life when you're a child, and then they'll never go away. So I have this turtleneck top that I was thinking, like, it could be kind of cool if we cut out the back, and then made it kind of more cropped, because I've never worn this and I've never been able to style how to wear it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So, okay. We're going to crop it. Actually, where should I do this? I need like a flat, let me just do it on the floor. Okay. So first and foremost, we're going to crop you. Because honestly, you make you a bit long. Okay. I'm actually mad excited if this works out, because that would be so cool. Because this top from Zara is like cut out in the back and like ties, and I think it's so cute. And I would love to have my own version that doesn't cost $60. So. Dude, these scissors are ass. Hey y'all. Sorry about this. Why don't I tilt? I mean, if I tilt the camera, I don't know if you guys can see me on the floor is the issue. But all of that being said, okay. So, the shirt has been cropped. And now we just need to cut out the back. So how am I gonna do this? I was thinking like, yeah. I need to line up the seams and then kind of refold it and then just cut straight that way. Okay, because what I want to cut is like, Okay. This one's gonna be a bit harder, so just bear with me. But if, like, on the other hand, if this works out, dude, I'm kind of cracked. Are you all folded up correctly? No, not even a little bit. Come on, seams. Let's line up for Emily. She really wants her seams to line up. Dude, if I actually succeed in making this top, y'all are never gonna hear the end of it. Never. Bitch, I'm a mother. No drama. I'm not being nearly as careful on the back as I should be, but like, oh well. I just need to cut this chunk out and then we can trim from there. Because I just need to see it, like, before I like go in and smooth all the edges, I just want to know that this is like a functional idea. Because on the low, it might not be. First of all, we gotta cut you. Bitch, I'm a mother. Dude, wouldn't it so blow if I like do all of this and then it turns out that it's just like fugly? Or not even fugly, like unwearable. That would be so annoying. Okay, stop willing that into existence, dude. Okay. Oh, my back hurts. Alright. Let's see if this brilliant invention of mine actually works. So it would be pretty cool if it did. Obviously, this would not be meant to be worn like this, but like over this shirt, but like might as well test it out on stream. Oh, wait. Wait, this is low-key gonna work so well. Wait, this low-key looks fire, dude. Like, if I didn't have the... I kind of like that it's a turtleneck. Because then you can wear it and, like, it'll be open back. I don't know, I kind of like that aspect. But it's gonna be way too hot to wear this today. I realized halfway into making this. But I'm happy that I made that. That was good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm thinking maybe... I think maybe that I just wear... Well, let me, like, see what this would look like. Yeah, backless. If I wore this top today... let me go find the other white top I was thinking of wearing. I had never seen... So my friend and my roommate, Nora, she got this, like, Zara backless sweater thing that actually looks so cute, and so that's why I decided I wanted to make one. And I'm so happy because I don't have one. Yay. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe instead of this top, I wear this top, and then I pair it with, let me just put it on. Okay, so the top that I'm gonna wear is pretty revealing, but I'm gonna wear it with this like little flowy t-shirt thing. So yeah, or maybe no t-shirt thing. I still haven't decided. Not sure. Reach down, touch faith. Okay. So yeah. Yay. Okay, let's thank you, Tom Solo. Let's comb out my hair. Also thank you for the follows. I might show you guys the top in a little bit. But it's kind of like a scrap of fabric. You know what I mean? Like, it's not very much a top. And the thing is that I can't think of what I want to pair it with. Like, there's no right piece to pair this with, you know? It's kind of annoying me. Then we'll do a bit of makeup. You know what? Why don't I just... I was gonna go grab my speaker, but I have no idea where it is. Hi to Madrid, Spain, and thank you. I love seeing a first-time chatter. How come I'm doing so good on views recently? Like, I've never had this many concurrent viewers. It's kind of crazy. Is somebody... I don't know. Has my Streamlabs been hacked and, like, it's all, like, a practical joke? Because I just don't think I'm that interesting. Oh, school's out. Okay. So... yeah. Oh, my boobs. You have a reputation now. Oh God, of what? Did I brush my teeth this morning? I did. Okay, let's do a little bit of makeup. Like a good reputation, or? Oh yeah, I'm so glad to hear that, A2. Let me go get some moisturizer really quickly. Oh, I forgot to do my skincare thing last night. And then after we finish this, I was wondering if you guys wanted to discuss John Stuart Mill's On Liberty. Just because I'm reading that book and oh my God, is it like the defense of the... anyways. Oh, I should have brought all this in initially. I'm sorry. Whoops, just one more thing. Head. What is that? There's this song that my friend Emma played for me that, hold on. Let me find it on TikTok because I know that I actually made a TikTok to it. Because I'm brilliant. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this song is so cute.
I tried to make it Sunday, but I got so damn depressed that I set my sights on Monday, and I got myself undressed. I ain't ready for the altar, but I do agree there's times when a woman sure can be a friend of mine. Keep on thinking about you, Sister Golden Hair Surprise. And I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been one more responding. I've been too hard to find. But it doesn't mean saying I just can't make it. But I keep on thinking about you, sister, golden hair so fine. And I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been more responded. I've been too
Still waiting on semifinals, but for the most part, pretty good. So, thank you guys for all your support.
Will you meet me in the middle? Will you meet me in the air? Will you love me just a little? Just enough to show you care. Will I try to fake it? I don't mind saying I just can't make it.
Let me go get powder. And I keep on dreaming of you, sister, golden hair so fine. Just can't live without you. Let's see what they what Spotify recommends. Ooh. Oh, here. Actually, I have some songs that I want to play now. People are strange when you're a stranger. Okay, I kind of have to listen to this.
Come on, come on,
Come on now, touch me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made? Why won't you tell me what she said? What was that promise that you made? My Ruby is doing well. I'm gonna see her soon. Gonna love ya till the heavens stop the rain. I'm gonna love ya till the stars fall from the sky. For you and love. Come on now, touch me, babe. Can't you see That I am not afraid. What was that promise that you made? Why won't you tell me what she said? What was that promise that you made? I'm gonna love you till the heavens stop the rain. I'm gonna love you till the stars fall from the sky. For you and I. I'm gonna love you till the heavens stop the rain. I'm gonna love you till the stars fall from the sky. For you and I. can't find my mascara. So, now we are officially ready. I'm gonna go fix my boobs so that I can show you guys the full outfit. I just want to make sure that they're like, you know, in. All this moving up and about. Okay, so this is the top. I've posted in it on my Instagram before, but something about streaming in it feels a little more revealing. So yeah. Anyways, I kind of want to do something with my hair, but I'm like not sure what. I don't know. Does anybody have any fun styles? Be honest. How many times have you thought about and how close from creating an OnlyFans account? I have never thought about creating an OnlyFans account. In my work on researching social media trends, it's become incredibly evident to me that like tying your name to OnlyFans does a lot of things. Like it drastically changes the audience that your content attracts, and that can sometimes come at the cost of longevity and your ability to make money from social media. So I've never really considered it because even if I were to sell nudes, which I don't, there are like many other alternative websites that I think like reduce the level of stigma that like rival OnlyFans in the percentage of earnings that you're allowed to take out without them taking a cut from it. So yeah. I don't mind questions like that. I very much mind when people are like, so when's the OnlyFans dropping? because I've made it incredibly clear that, like, as somebody who studies social media trends, I have no desire to do that because I know what that'll look like. And I know how that affects your content. I know how that affects your viewership. I know what kind of content starts doing poorly on your accounts and what kind of content blows up more often on your accounts when you do link your name to an OnlyFans, and I'm just not interested. As far as career goals, I'm really, like, I kind of find myself really wanting to do a lot of research. But whatever, that doesn't make a lot of money. I don't really have solid career goals because for most of my life I thought I was going to be a lawyer. And then when I went to college, I just fell head over heels in love with behavioral economics. And, like, so now my 10-year plan is kind of out the window in favor of everything else that I'm interested in doing, you know? I still want to do something with my hair. Maybe I do like a waterfall braid. But I don't think that'll look good with the texture of my hair because it's just not straight. I used to do my hair like this in high school a lot. I would, like, take these two main pieces back and, like, tie them here-ish. Here, you know what? Let me go get this stuff to do my hair, and then I'll show you what I used to do. Okay, so I have, like, no baby hair ties at all. So I guess we're just going with hair down, but then I kind of want to use dry shampoo because shit's a little greasy. I'm going to be honest here. Anyways, do you know what a waterfall braid? I'm so curious. Where the fuck is... Okay. I'm so curious. Do you guys know? Oh, you guys. I'm sorry then. I realized that must... It's, so it's basically, it's a braid, that you do, like, horizontal... Here, I'll just... So, for those of you who know how to braid, which, you know what, I'm actually just gonna say everybody should know how to braid, because if you don't, yikes. That's just like a life skill, you know? So you do 2 parts of the braid, and then you let that part fall, and then you pick up a new piece of hair, and then you go like 1, 2, and then that piece. How would I do this? 3, right? And then that piece falls. And then you keep going like that, constantly switching out the hair that you're using. Like so. And you just do that all the way around your head. What does a woman look for in a man? If you're asking what I look for in a man, which, oh my god, I just hate that my hair, see, my hair is so dark that it looks stupid, but that's what a waterfall braid is. Should I just keep doing it? Like, does it look stupid? Like, what I look for in a man, here's my philosophy, is that, like, if you're just trying to hook up with somebody, like, yeah, then, like, go for somebody who you find super attractive. But when it comes to the guys that I like to date, like, I have no interest in, basing that off of looks, because that's just not helpful. Wait, I need to go grab a little baby hair tie, because this is not gonna hold. I need a hair tie.
You need more foot.
Well, do you have little hair ties?
Not really, no. There's a big one. I can get.
No, I need a little. Okay. So this is side 1, which looks kind of crazy right now, but I promise it's actually super cute. Like, for me, what I look for in a guy is like, first of all, somebody who's a hard worker. I'm just gonna say this is actually what I look like, because I'm bi, so this is just what I look for in people who I find, who I consider dating. You have to be a hard worker. I don't like laziness. I find laziness super attractive, or super unattractive, whoa. Like, it just is, like, why would I want my partner to be somebody who, like, my partner is not somebody who I should have to take care of. And I have no intention of ever treating them as though they are that kind of person. Does that make sense? What's going on here? Hold on, let's redo this. I might have to redo that one too. But honestly, I don't really mind that curl up. But yeah, so like that's my first thing is like my partner is not somebody who I am taking care of, and my partner is somebody who I should be able to be proud of. And the best indicator I've found of for those two things happening is that they just naturally want to work hard. And they don't, not working hard like because they of some end goal, but working hard because they respect the principle of working hard. So that's number one. If you're not a hard worker, sorry, but it's just not gonna happen with me. I don't care. Number two is like in addition to being smart, and because, well, I guess I think that like when I say smart, industrious, in addition to being industrious, are you just generally interesting? Like, do we have things to talk about? And also, when I talk about like my random niche interests, does that really bother or upset you? Or do you find that cool? Because real talk, that's going to happen no matter what. So if you are the one, I just got to know if you can handle how fucking annoying that can sometimes be. Oh my god, this is so painful. I don't want to do this. You know what, maybe I just French braid it, because the waterfall braid thing is like not really working out for me. Holy shit, 400 concurrent viewers? Do you guys know that I'm boring? Yeah, braiding is so confusing, especially when you're doing it on your own head. Like, doing a French braid on your own head sucks absolute balls, dude. It is not fun. Okay. But, you know, beauty is pain. I actually don't think that's true. Beauty doesn't need to be pain. But anyways, beauty is like genetics. Beauty is like, are you born with a sharp jawline? Do you happen to have a fast metabolism? Beauty is pain for people who don't fit the westernized standard of beauty, and that we're like, abuse your body until you do. Yeah. Oh, that's my little SJW take of the day. Gotta sneak one in there. It would not be an Emily stream without one of those. What do you mean I'm about to hit 14k followers? Okay, do we like either side? This is the waterfall braid side. That's the French braid side. I don't particularly hate the French braid side, so I think we're gonna... Yeah, we're gonna neglect the waterfall braid and make it a French braid. Holy shit! So there's just no way. There's just no way that's accurate. I'm gonna lose, like... What? Somebody has to be, like, paying for, like... Like, somebody's, like, fucking with me and paying for, like, extra views and, like, follows and stuff, right? Because, like, there's no way that there's 400 of you who are, like, interested in me. Anyways, back to the men thing, or just people Emily is interested in dating thing. Yeah, so industrious, then, like, you know, you're interested in conversation, and also that you're, like, interested in learning. Like, I have no interest in dating somebody who's, like, I don't know, who doesn't want to learn anything, who, like, at this point, I'm 19, anybody who I date is going to be, like, you know, 18 to 21, max. That means that we're, like, all we're not even fully developed adults because your brain stops developing at 25. So if the person that I'm dating has like no interest in learning new things, girl, you know like 5 things. Like that's a yikes for me at this current point in time. Oh my gosh, thank you for all the follows. Like, yeah, that's not, that is esto no bueno. That also to me is indicative of like, posture check. That to me is like, you're a little weird, kid. A little bit of a weirdo. You know? Why don't you want to learn? Oh, you think you know everything? There's no, you don't know anything. We don't know anything. How about old and super rich? No thanks. I have no interest in being a trophy wife. I have no interest in dating somebody who is astronomically richer than me. Because why would I don't want my success to always be something that is like a consolation prize, because my spouse is so much more successful than me. I have no interest in that. And like, there have been times that there have been like men who have legitimately been like men who I know, who have been like, no, I've only dated, the majority of the average height of my boyfriends has been 5'8". I've dated 4 men now who are 5'8", and 1 guy who is 6 foot. This is what I mean when I say there's a difference between the kind of, like, if you're looking to hook up with somebody, sure, care about something superficial like height, but, like, if you're dating them, it shouldn't be because they're, like, tall. That's not the route to a long-lasting relationship, because they have superficial measures of attraction. I have no interest in pursuing a relationship that's founded on, like, we both think we're super hot. What could that possibly offer me? You know? Like, ooh, it's, first of all, the chances that the kid that I date is gonna be like the father of my future children.
Power off.
My kid that I date, I mean the person that I date in my freshman year of college is gonna be the father of my future children is ridiculously low. Okay? So it's not like I'm looking for the optimal genetic pairing, which is the only reason, in my opinion, that height should come into play. I'm looking for somebody who is going to, like, bring me companionship at this point in my life. And at this point in my life, that kind of companionship comes from, like, having a basis of intellectual prowess. I've spent... I don't think I'm mature for my age at all. I think I'm actually, like, super fickle and naive and exactly like every other 19-year-old on the planet. I just happen to be a little better at talking than most of my peers. Gives the impression that I know what's coming out of my mouth, you know? Oh, would you stop making your hair? It's annoying. Will you, on your stream, where you are getting ready to go and hang out with your friends, stop doing your hair to get ready, which, again, is what this stream was advertised as. It's bothering me. Do you hear how that sounds? And would you like to revise your statement? Because you can, because it sounds a little ridiculous. Okay. My mom says the same thing, Anchor. Stop having any friends. Sit there and look pretty. I'm sorry, I find that really funny. Let me... okay, so I also should probably eat breakfast. Should I go and get a carrot cake? Not go and get, it's downstairs, but I could be very interested in that. I'm gonna go get a little carrot cake muffin. I'll be right back. So I went grocery shopping yesterday at Trader Joe's, obviously. And they had these adorable mini carrot cakes.
Power on.
Is this not the
Bluetooth
cutest
mode.
thing you've ever
Device
seen?
paired.
Here, let's listen to Mr. Blue Sky, because that was the... oh no, I'm not going to spoil it. But... this is so cute! My feet are worth more than $13, kiddo. Sun is shining. It's a carrot cake. Ain't a doubt inside. Just stop thinking. Your body's got the light. And don't you know? It's a beautiful new day. Hey. Running down the avenue. See how the sun shines brightly. The city, all the streets that once was big, crystal blue. Sky is living here today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Why did we go wrong?
Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Why did we go wrong?
It's just so good. It's from Trader Joe's. You guys need to try it.
And you with the pretty face,
Welcome to the human race.
the celebration, Mr. Blue Sky's up and waiting, and today is the day we waited for. Oh, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, there's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody's trying to chill. Hey there, Mr. Blue, there's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do.
So, the plan with the girlies. First of all, Thank you for the compliments. These are cool pants. Okay. So, first of all, this is a carrot cake. I do not appreciate it calling it a cupcake because that makes me feel like I'm eating a cupcake for breakfast. But there's carrots in it, so it's okay. Second of all, I'm going to pick up my friend Jules. If you guys remember her. Thank you so much for the follows. Holy shit, I can't believe I'm like actually almost at 14K. If you just follow me, can you please comment? Because I'm not positive that you guys are real. I feel like there's just no way that I'm almost at 14K. I'm so fucking boring. Oh. Okay, glad to hear it, Sam Charles. And that's unfortunate that you're not real. Oh my god, wait! There's no way! Damn, bitch, y'all actually be having fun out here, huh? Anyways, so I'm picking my friend Jules, then I'm gonna go pick up Nora, and then we're gonna go visit Emma, because Nora and Emma both live in Cali, because Emma just got her tonsils taken out, so she's like absolutely bedridden and miserable. So we're gonna go be like super nice and sexy. The thing for me is that I'm concerned. I'm like, there's no way that this many people want to hang out with me. You know? Like, because I think of streamers like hanging out with somebody. And like, I see like the streamers who like get like 27,000 viewers. And I'm like, holy shit, that's crazy. Like, they have so many people who just enjoy their company. And like, I don't know. I feel like I don't have that kind of personality. I get so like hyper fixated on things. And like I can be so snappy. But I appreciate those of you who are having fun. Makes me feel good.
Up the rice in the church where a wedding has been. It's in a dream. Waits at the window.
I'm not on a diet.
Wearing the face that she keeps in a jar.
So that's what happened to it. You know, about the lowering restrictions because your prefrontal medial cortex doesn't mature until around 25, I think that like that logic is flawed in the sense that 7 years prior to reaching the age of 25, you're considered like we can't keep people up to 25 from being considered children. Our society doesn't function that way. Plus, then you only get like a good like 45 years in the workforce to make like all the money you have to retire on, if that. Like, it's just not. It's not conducive to the way that our society is currently functioning, considering how long we tend to live as a species. And so I think like, yeah, like in a perfect world, you know, you don't have to do these things until your brain is fully matured, but we don't live in a perfect world. And simply reducing we're increasing the restrictions for like driving and drinking and voting and all of that doesn't change the core root of the problem, which is that people are considered adults before they're able to have these like truly like critical thinking skills that allow you to think about future decisions and the ramifications of your actions in the same capacity that somebody who's matured past 25 would have. And so I think that's like putting a band-aid on a bullet wound. Like, it doesn't remedy the problem, you know? Does that work? mean, IRL's true for what? In the summertime?
In the summertime, when the weather is hot, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind. Have a drink, have a drive, go out and see what you can find. If a daddy's rich, take her out for a meal. If a daddy's poor, just do what you feel. Speed it on the lane, you a town or a turn of 25. When the sun goes down, you can make it good and live by. When I let people, when I daddy, when I mean, we love everybody, but we do as we please.
Oh, you got carbs. I like naive, stupid, gorgeous kind of woman. The educational, ugly, paranoid kind of woman isn't for me. Okay, have dumb kids then. I don't understand. I've never understood why you would want, like, the kind of person who's of the mindset that their spouse can be somebody who's not of the same intellectual prowess as them, who doesn't offer them stimulation, who is meant to, like, sit there and look pretty. That, to me, has always been so indicative of somebody who is incredibly egotistical. Because if you were of the mindset that, first of all, incredibly egotistical and, like, to a degree where you kind of assume that the only thing that somebody else could offer you is their beauty, right? Is, like, having sex with them. Like, that to me is so deeply unfulfilling. At that point, just get a sex doll that's, like, super realistic. At that point, just pay for a mail order bride who doesn't speak your language. Like, why waste your time? Like, a relationship is not just having sex. A relationship is, like, all the in-between. It's when you're on a date, you're not just sitting there holding hands being like, I can't wait to fuck you for, like, 3 hours straight. Like, you have to talk about things. What about when you're traveling? What about when you're, like, really stressed and you need somebody to, like, help you with this, like, help you understand this, like, complicated thing? What about when work gets to be super shitty and you need somebody to, like, remind you that you're capable? If you just marry a fucking bimbo who has nothing to offer you, that's exactly what you're getting. Like, beauty fades. Intelligence doesn't. So, to some people, that's all they want. That must be so incredibly unfulfilling. Like, that to me would be, like, the saddest, like, one of the saddest things I could think of would be, like, being forced to marry somebody who just seems so vacant comparatively. Somebody who I can never talk with about the things that interest me. Somebody who will never push me to be better. Somebody, like, if I marry somebody who, like, worships the ground I walk on, who thinks I'm, like, a super fucking genius, like, how will I ever be better? How will I ever reach the best version of myself possible if I'm not being pushed by the person closest to me, but instead being told how great I am? I'll just eventually assume that I'm great. And, like, that's so, like, that's so diametrically opposed to self-improvement. It's just unhelpful. Like, I'm not trying to, like, I think that's just true. Like, in my opinion, like, the person that you marry should be your best friend. Like, they should be somebody who you can look to and say, yep, they're, like, that's, like, one of the smartest people I know. That's one of the most caring people I know, and that's the person who I want to spend the rest of my life with, because in our relationship, we are bettered by each other's presences. Like, I think that you guys are conflating sexual partner with, like, the person that you date. Like, I understand there's a huge difference between, like, if you're just looking to hook up with somebody, everything that I said doesn't apply, because you might not even see them again, you know? But I don't understand people who want to date, like, somebody who doesn't offer them anything besides their, like, physical appearance. That has just never made sense to me. Like, I just can't, what do you even talk about? Like, sometimes I think about that. Like, when I've gone on, like, dates that have been bad, and they've been bad mainly because the guy who I was on a date with was just so fucking boring. Like, he just had nothing to say. Like, he would just be like, oh, you're so pretty. Like, wow, you know so much. And there's just, like, nothing. It's just, like, blank slate. And I make up excuses to leave those dates because it's, like, so not worth my time to spend the rest of the 30 minutes sitting there. Like, I'll pay, you know, like, I'll, like, leave like, I'll be like, here, done, let's go. But, like, it's just so not worth my time to finish out the date because he's, like, insufferable due to his blandness. And, like, it doesn't matter how pretty you are. If what's coming out of your mouth is, like, nothingness, if it's filled with vacancy and, like, flooded with ridiculous statements, then I have no interest in hanging around you. This is, like, bringing in some weird incel-y energy from the chat. Thank you, Jose. I'm not allowed to say that word on Twitch. But where's the painting on my wall from? I think an estate sale. I like it. I'm not inselling, I'm red pill. I don't hold grudges. Please. Dude, this is so weird. Like, sometimes the internet is so weird. I don't understand how you can I do understand. But, like, radicalizing people against a certain gender, especially if that gender is, like, people who identify as women constitute 51% of the population, how angry do you have to be, bro? Like, you must have so much just, like, so many things in your heart that, like, 51% of the population you don't respect. That's obscene. That's insane. I think, like, of the 8 billion people on Earth, I don't know, man. Like, not deserving of my respect, there's not a lot of categories that, like, you can get that warrant you not deserving of respect. For me, personally. Why don't you live on your TikTok profile? Because it gets even more incel-y energy from the chat, and I'm just not interested in that. Why hate women if you want to get sex? That's another thing that I have never really understood. Like, I think we're closer to 8 billion now, which is why I rounded up. But a lot of women hate men, and for some reason that's acceptable. Of the women I've met who genuinely hate men, no, I haven't met any woman who genuinely hates men. I have met some women who are, I've met a lot of women who are more cautious around men than they are around women. I've met a lot of women who are, like, they'll have a shorter fuse with men and they'll be less forgiving with men. And, I mean, I think that comes from the experience of being, the fact that you grow up, the fact that a lot of the girls I know grew up with social media and we have to deal with people like this, constantly telling us that I guess women are not as good as men. So if that is kind of your portrayal of how men perceive women, obviously you're going to be a little bit more abrasive. That's just like natural conditioning. And then I also know that like the women who tend to be more closed off around men are women who have like been like raped or like deeply like tragically assaulted. Like I feel like that's a very valid response. Whereas the men who I've met who are like either passively or very actively disrespectful to women in ways that like emulate systematic gender bias, it's the result of like not trauma as opposed to anger at not being selected. Like, you know the kind of guys who don't bother with being sexist? Guys who consistently get bitches. And I want to make it clear, guys who have had like good relationships, like guys who have managed to have a girlfriend, tend to be pretty like, for the most part, a lot more chill than the guys who get no bitches. Zero pussy. So I like why, yeah, chat is like really, if you think it's a valid response for women to hate or distrust all men based on trauma for some men, do you think it's appropriate to cross the street when you see a person of color out of fear of crime statistics? That's completely different, Chuck, right? So on the one hand, we're talking about like I think that like it's fair to have some form of like you don't see women partake in this like what I see from women is generally being a little like less trusting of men initially. Like that tends to be the way that like we see trauma responses. And like I don't think that it's the same as saying like, oh, you read some crime statistic and now you're gonna cross the street when you see a person of color. I think that's astronomically different from like you experienced a horrible thing at the hands of, statistically speaking, probably like somebody who you trusted. You know, like I think that especially because, so as a bi woman who has experienced sexual assault and rape, that mistrust of people, because I'm attracted to both men and women, manifests itself just with anybody who I might be intimate with. Like that makes me very nervous. As opposed to, I think that like we misinterpret this trauma response as like creating a bias towards men. I think it creates a desire to be more closed off to anybody who you would be intimate towards. And because the majority, like, it's true, like the majority of people who identify as women are straight women, then that would mean that the majority of people who have like experienced sexual assault and who are women are going to display this lack of trust towards men because those are the people who like they could be intimate with. Does that make sense? Like, whereas with, like, my mistrust of intimate situations is with, like, both men and women, because, like, I'm bi. And I think that that's kind of where this disconnect happens. At what point am I justifying sexism against men? I'm saying, like, there's a trauma response that is elicited when you undergo, like, sexual assault and harassment. And I'm not saying that like, that's not sexism. That's like, I am afraid of being intimate with somebody because the last time I was hurt. Like, that you see, like, that's the exact same thing with when men get sexually assaulted. It's like, whatever demographic men find interesting, you know, be it if they're straight, that'd be women, if they're bi, men and women, and so on and so forth. Like, we see people either resort to hypersexuality and, like, having a lot of sex to kind of, like, desensitize themselves to it, or we see this kind of closed off, like, fear of intimacy as a result. And those are just two very broad generalizations of how sexual trauma manifests itself, but that's what we tend to see, especially when the sexual trauma happens, like, not during, like, childhood, if that makes sense. So, okay. I am now uninterested in this conversation, because I feel like I said everything that is... I feel like I said everything that I could that is based in my, like, true hard data science knowledge, and at this point I would be getting into conjecture based on my opinion, which is, like, just not valuable, you know? So, I'm still waiting on a call to go and pick up Jules. That's the thing, is, should I bother to do my nails, or... Dude, my nails are, like, so ugly. Okay. You know what? Why not? Because my nails are hideous. This is not my dorm room. This is also not even my room. This is the office where my mom does her work, and the only computer in this house is Slay now. Hi to Austria. What's my opinion on Marxist train of thought? On what particular topic? Like, do you want me to, like, talk about all of Marxism? Because that's going to be a little bit of a longer discussion than I think I can fit in the next 2 hours. Slay posture check. My opinion is that, like, I, as somebody who grew up in both America and in a like, world that currently prioritizes mainly capitalist forms of the economy, that upbringing makes it very difficult to seriously consider communism as a viable option. Because, like, something that we talk about in sociology is that, like, the way that your economy is set up similarly impacts your understanding of money and success. And I don't see anybody who has grown up in a capitalist society, or the majority of a population that has been raised under a capitalist society, such as, like, in the United States, being like, yeah, I'm cool for implementing communism. Because we've been told that, like, the concept, like, success means individual monetary, like, achievement. You know? Like, that's how Americans define success. And I think that knowing that that's how people, like, interpret and understand their life and, like, make meaning of their life, you can't just suddenly take that away from them and expect, like, cooperation to this form of government. Like, I was talking about this yesterday on stream, that for me, when you talk about economic policy, the better question is not, like, what do you think about this in a vacuum? It's like, what do you think about this and its implementation? And, like, what would this look like in reality? Because, yeah, like, you know, who's gonna who's going to argue that, like, in a perfect world, everybody works together and nobody goes hungry and we all support, like, one community? Because that's, like, the basis of, I mean, that's how people who do support Marxist principles and who think that it's possible to implement, that's how they, like, portray it. And the reality is that, like, yeah, sure, that sounds great in a utopia, but it's just not even worth considering, because we don't live in a utopia. Because we don't live in a society that's going to willingly switch over to Marxism. So yeah. I don't really think that people are selfish. Based on data from twin studies on personality, um, we like we know that we're born with some personality traits. Oh, yeah, I'm glad you're a bestie, dude. Like, we're born with some personality traits, such as, like, some people are more inclined to be selfish, some people are more inclined to be altruistic, and so on and so forth. And that's actually really interesting research, kind of expanding the field of genetic determinism as we speak. So happy to be born in, like, the age where we have such good measures for, like, actually doing data research. Like, I can't imagine if I was born in the 1800s. I'd be so infuriated. It'd take fucking forever to find out anything about peas. But anyways, that being said, the answer to, like, nature v nurture personality traits and, like, human selfishness, like, when you ask, like, is it nature or nurture? Like, are we naturally selfish, or is it, like, are we raised to be selfish through, like, capitalistic upbringing? And the answer, the answer is always yes. Like, behaviors weren't correct, and neither were naturalists, because humans are a mix of both their upbringing and their genetics, and that's just a fact. So, like, we don't know, because we haven't seen what it would look like to raise a civilization in the complete vacuum of capitalism, in the sense that, like, even during the Cold War, right, when we had the most amount of communist states ever, that wasn't in a vacuum. There was always this understanding of, like, we are operating this way, and yet there's another way that people are operating. And I think that for communism to work and like produce longevity and, like, good results, you would need to have it in this vacuum of, like, nobody knows any other way of functioning. And that is kind of, like, that's not very ethical. So that's my opinion on it. Like, I think that in a perfect utopia, yeah, there's a potential it works. We don't live in a perfect utopia, and we're never gonna live in a perfect utopia, and it's just not valuable to, like, debate something that you know can't be implemented. Yeah. When I say, like, I don't think that selfish, somebody said selfish in the chat, that's not my big issue. In my opinion, the big issue is this conversion of, like, what success means, right? Like, what it means to, like, accomplish things, and, like, losing out on this concept of personal success and translating that into, like, the nation's success, and that also being a representation of your success, is something that I don't think is, like, possible, at the very least, in America. Like, Americans do not, that's not how they understand themselves, you know? A lot of what you learn in, like, ethical, like, statistics research is kind of these concepts of how people see themselves and how they see their own nations, and like, your self-image is very, very important to you, and our understanding of that self-image, like, okay, for example, there's the fundamental attribution error, which is the tendency across all cultures, across all people, to, except those who suffer from mental illnesses, actually, to, like, say that our successes are dispositional. Like, our successes are the result of who we are, and our failures are situational. So our failures are the result of, like, whatever was going on. And, like, because that helps keep our psychological immune system very happy. Our psychological immune system loves to be told that, by the way, you're a genius and everything that's ever happened is not your fault. And so I can't imagine, like, even if you could never get true, at people's core, communist beliefs to really, like, permeate in the bloodstream in the same way that, like, I am responsible for, like, my house. I bought my house because I worked hard. I bought this car because I worked hard. That's much more compelling to how our brains are wired than saying, like, this success is the collective work of a nation of 300 million people. Like, it's not very helpful. If you want to talk about Roe v. Wade, we can. I personally am of the opinion that it was a bad but necessary ruling, that Congress should have taken action 40 years ago and passed federal legislation that guaranteed the right to abortion for women, at the very least, up to something that, like, could be a bipartisan agreement. Something very reasonable. Like, saying that, like, women are guaranteed the right to abortion up to 20 weeks. After that, such and such, and then it'll, like, differ by state. And I feel like that's exactly how this should have gone. Democrats would prefer to use the token of your abortion rights are always, like, in the air. Like, if you don't vote Democrat, like, you're gonna lose women's rights. And they would prefer that than actually protect women's health. Hence why I'm not a Democrat. So yeah. Don't fucking call me good girl. Okay, I'm timing this full out. Some people, like, low-key scare the shit out of me. Like, some people in this, I mean, the new laws are gonna hurt a lot of people. Like, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the bits, Gonzo, and I agree. Paul, that's the thing. Like, every time, like, when I talk to my friends and, like, I'm talking about the state of, like, the world or, like, politics, they're like, why don't you get into politics? I'm like, I'd rather kill myself than be responsible for those decisions. Like, politics is the art of deciding who to hurt when. And that, to me, is so deeply unappealing. Like, being responsible, being the reason that people are put into situations that are unfair, being the reason that, like, the reality is that these laws that they pass are, like, 1,000 pages long and they have, like, 48 hours to look over it because so many lobbyists have managed to slip things in. You're gonna miss something. You are. And, like, then imagine if you're responsible. Like, imagine if, like, you have to live with the fact that you passed the Patriot Act. You have to live with the fact that you, like, agreed to every incredibly racist law enacted during the war on crime or the war on drugs. Like, imagine you have to pass a law that, like, allows big pharma to be even more invasive, that allows them to be even more shitty to people who really just fucking need their medicine. That's not something I'm interested in, you know? Like, I do stream regularly. Like, I just have no... I have no interest in being, even if you do 100 good things, you're probably, you're doing 1,000 more wrong. Just because you don't have the time in the day to pay attention. And people are going to buy you out. And you know what? It's not like you make a lot in a moral way. It's not like those politicians can afford all their vacations in their summer homes because they're so moral, because they're such good little government, like, public servants. Where there's confusion, there's money to be made. Lobbyists and politicians are all over that. Exactly. Like, no, somebody's got to do it. It just shouldn't be me. Because, first of all, I would be a terrible fucking politician. I would not even get elected because I have no... I cannot argue for things I don't believe in. Well, I can. I mean, I did it in speech and debate. But that made, like what speech and debate made me realize, like, constantly, because you would show up and then kind of be assigned a side to be on, and then you'd argue from there. And what that experience showed me was that, like, this is fun and enjoyable, and I'm good at it, as long as it's in the context of speech and debate. And the moment it would get, like, I was never the kid to play devil's advocate. That did not interest me. I did not want to, like, just egg people on or just get a discussion going. If I was seen as playing devil's advocate, it was because I held an unpopular opinion and I wasn't not going to say it in, like, a class discussion. But, like, that's just not something that what I am best at is when I'm passionate about something, and then I can, like, super deep dive into it and, like, focus all of my resources. And then when I do go to argue for it, you know that I'm passionate and you know that I know what I'm talking about because I do. Because I cared about that topic. But also part of politics is, like, caring, first of all, thinking about every topic. Second of all, some of that thinking is just done for you. People want you to vote a certain way, and if it's not, like, a big ticket thing for your constituents, well, you're probably just going to vote the way that whoever pays you the most money, or whichever way that your party goes. That's another reason I don't want to be a politician, because I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I have no interest in that. I think, like, come on. You can't be so dull that you think that, like, there's really a difference between Republicans and Democrats. There's not. There's not. Like, the topics that they choose to divide you on, topics like issues about immigration, okay? Like abortion rights, LGBT stuff, all of that stuff, those are, like, social issues that politics has the capacity to, like, worsen or lessen. And that, to me, is not... Those aren't the issues that should determine your party. What should determine your party is your opinion on economic policy. And when you... The fact that when you ask, like, Republicans or Democrats, like, why they're Republican or Democrat, that is, like, not even on the list. That's not even something that they know about. Like, your politicians have little to do with the overall, like, social climate of the nation. Thank you for the bet. Like, there's, like, the social climate of a nation it's determined by, like, how, you know, honestly at this point it's kind of determined by social media. And they have something to do with it, but honestly, like, not nearly as much as they do with, like, determining, determining international policy, determining diplomatic, like, policy. Like, these are the things that your politicians really, like, have sway over. And these are the things that really affect our country and affect our economy. And the fact that that's, like, not even a thing that people consider when deciding whether to be a Republican or a Democrat. That's horrifying to me. Thank you so much for the bits, Gonzo. Like, that actually is so weirdly dystopian, you know? Ooh, I did not appreciate that word. or that comment. So you're getting timed out. Because that was kind of gross. Anyways, like, yeah. I am not against abortion. Okay, once again, as somebody who, like, was raised to love America and to love what America is representative of, like, and that's not to say that, like, America hasn't had a horrible history. Like, we've done terrible things as a nation. We've done terrible things to black people, to women, to, like, all people of color, actually. Like, shout out Asian internment camps. Jesus. We've done horrible things. But I also, like, there's this dichotomy of, like, I do have this swelling love of America and this, like, swelling, like, patriotism. And with that being said, I am, like, the most your freedoms are your freedoms you can get. Like, I personally don't know if I could have an abortion. Like, I've thought about it a lot. I don't know if I would be, like, emotionally ready to do that. Like, I think that, like, that would be probably really hard for me as an individual to do. That being said, I don't define the laws. I am not the sole arbiter of what is right and what is wrong. And I think that everybody, like, should have as much freedom as possible. Like, as many freedoms as we can guarantee to people that don't cross ethical boundaries. Like, obviously, like, I don't want to give people the freedom to murder is what's important to me. So yeah. I at no point said I'm a Republican. I'm just not even close to a Republican. Oh, no. Don't get me associated with any of these things. I don't ascribe to a political party. I think that, like, aligning yourself with a political party as opposed to aligning yourself with issues and voting on, like, issues is, like, I vote across party lines for, like, I just got my ballot for California, and I vote across party lines on everything because I look up all of the candidates and I'm like, okay, I like this one the best. You know? Hey, babes. I'm streaming right now.
Okay, wait. Basically, I'm not at my house, but I'm very close to it, but we might just have to, like, stop at my house and get my makeup.
Okay, just text me your address.
Okay, what's that?
Okay.
I'll send it right now.
Okay, I'll come and get you in, like, 40 minutes. Okay. I'm not a righty, babes. Don't worry. I don't even know where I fall on the political spectrum. 'Cause I'm just fanatic. I'm fanatically mad. That's a lot of what I am. I'm very, very, like, I'm a big fan, like, I just don't trust our government even the slightest, and seeing as it's their job to protect every right we have, that's not really great for me. Like, I'm a big fan of, like, don't trust your government, they want to fuck you over. And then I vote based on that, so, you know? Anyways, I am going to go pick up my bestie Jules. So let's find somebody on Twitch to raid. So yeah. I'm independent. I'm registered as independent. Okay. If you like this stream and you're not following me or subscribe to my channel, you should consider that. If you are like, Emily, I love this stream so much and I'm already subscribed to your Twitch channel, but do you have other socials? Well, of course. There's a link for that. If you're like, thank you, Chuck. If you're like, Emily, I literally love your social media and I love your Twitch, but do you happen to have first of all, look at the nails, yas. Do you happen to have a Discord server? Yes, I do. If you're like, Emily, I'm in your Discord server, I follow all your socials, and I am subscribed to your Twitch account, but I was wondering if you have like exclusive content but not nudes, because I would never ask you for that because I don't want to waste your time, Emily. And you've explicitly said so many times that you don't do nudes, so I'm never going to ask you for that. Yes, I have a fan house. And if you're like, Emily, I'm subscribed to your fan house on your Twitch, I follow you on all your social medias, and I'm in your Discord, but I happen to be somebody who's like very financially stable, exclusively financially stable, and I was just wondering if you have a wish list that I can get you stuff off of for the summer or whatever. Yes. Okay. Also, just being incredibly clear, thank you for hanging out with me. That is like so much. That means so much to me. I never ever want anybody to feel on this channel as though there's like this expectation to send me money or anything like that. When I do this outro, it's because it's there and like I am a college kid, so it'd be nice, but please don't like ever feel as though like that's why I stream, like that's what I want from you. This is my favorite part of my job because it's just enjoyable, point blank period. So yeah, I'm gonna send you over to my friend Muse. Please tell him that I miss him so much, but I have to go get in the car. Drink a lot of water, eat well, and go to sleep at a reasonable time. I love you guys. Bye, besties.